Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video I'm going to be comparing the iPhone to the Android, and I'm going to be specifically focusing on the multitasking aspect and capabilities of both these smartphones. So here's the iPhone 11 Pro Max and here's the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So let's dive in and get started right away. Now when it comes to multitasking, the iPhone really doesn't offer much on iOS, but the funny thing is, if you go to the iPad with the iPad OS, you do get some really nice multitasking capabilities, and I wish they were also on the iOS. So let me show you some of the things that the Android can do that the iPhone simply cannot replicate for some reason. Despite the fact that the processor in this smartphone is even faster than the one on the Note 10 Plus. So let me quickly first show you something with YouTube. So all of us watch YouTube all the time. So let me just launch YouTube. All right, let me just play a video. And let's say that I want to exit the video and do something else, but I wish there was a way to just continue watching the video as I am browsing the web or looking up something that I saw in the video. So if I tap on this button, the home button, the cool thing is with YouTube's picture-in-picture capability, it actually comes down here and you can move it around. And then you can launch any application here and do some research or whatever as your video plays in the background. Now with iPhone, that is impossible, but like I said, with the iPad, it is fully possible. So that's something that the iPhone is lacking. Now let's move on and talk to split screen multitasking, which means having two windows on the screen side by side. Now Android and specifically Samsung can give you access to even more windows on one screen. So let's show you an example for people that don't know what's going on to get an idea. So let me launch an application. Let me launch the calculator application, okay? So let's say that I want to do multitasking. I want to have the calculator on the top and maybe a website at the bottom, and I want to make some calculations based on the data on the actual website. What I do is I tap on the multitasking button. With the iPhone, you just swipe up like that. Okay, so that's the same thing. But you tap on the multitasking button, you go over to your calculator, and in Samsung smartphones, you tap on the icon on the top, okay, and you tap on open in split screen view. So when you do that, what you can do is you can go to a website. Let's just tap on this one. Now I have a website and the calculator running side by side, and they're fully functional. So I can make a calculation right over here. I can browse the web at the bottom here, and I can make some calculations or whatever I want to do. You can just think about how many, so many different ways to make this work. Now let's say that I'm still using the calculator. I'm going to switch on to a different application. Again, I tap on this button here, okay? I just swipe over to a different application that I want to use. Maybe I want to send a message. Maybe I did a calculation and I want to send the results to somebody here. I just go right over here. I tap on here, okay? I've got my number there. Boom, 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 and I send the response to whoever I'm texting with. And then again, I can tap it again. I can do this unlimited amount of times. Now, one thing I want you guys to realize is the application here, let's say calculator, the first application you launch, and when you tap on this one, when you press on the button, goes to the top. So when I tap on open in split screen view, it goes to the top, all right? So any other application that you choose will go and position itself at the bottom just like this. I can even watch a video as I'm doing something on the top. Now if I want to swipe an application away, I can simply do this. Gone. Okay, now I'm back in YouTube completely full screen. So these options exist on Android, but they don't exist on iOS. On the iPhone, even though it does exist on the iPad, and I'll tell you, on the iPad they work really nice and smooth, and I'm just not understanding why it's not on iOS yet, because the processor in here is just as powerful as a processor in an iPad. In many cases, it's even more powerful. Now, I'll show you one more thing. Now, this is called a pop-up view. So if I go over here, just like this as well, tap on this one, open in pop-up view. So I have this pop-up right here. I can minimize it, all right? And I can have this anywhere on the screen, for example, when I tap on this one. Let's say again, if I'm in a website and I'm trying to do a calculation, I can have this calculator just floating on the screen, and I can access it I please. I can resize this if I wanted to. Okay, as you can see, move it around, maximize it, and all that good stuff. So why can't I do simple things like that on the iPhone? I would like to know. And the reason I'm saying that is because I do use the iPhone at least 1 or 2 months per year when it first gets released, and sometimes I want to stick to it for a little bit, but then I come up and realize its limitations and go back to Android. And as I have the pop-up window right over here, I can continue to multitask even more. So I can come over here, tap on this one, open in split screen, and I can tap on this one. Now I have basically 3 windows. I have this, and this that I can access as I please. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, I can also do it more with other things. I can tap on this one, I can open and pop up. Let's just do this one right here, open and pop up, all right? So I can have multiple applications just running as a pop-up view. By the way, they get bundled together. If you tap on them, you can access either one of them. So that's just maximum flexibility that I really love. In the past, when I did not have a car with Android Auto, I would launch the map application at the bottom. So I would have a music app on the top. Whoop, let me just create a split screen here. Open a split screen. I would have the my YouTube at the bottom. I would listen to music or listen to news, and I would have the GPS navigation app on the top, and that's a great thing to have in the car. These are very useful scenarios, and I use them in the real world all the time. So that's the video, multitasking, iPhone versus Android. This is just one of those categories where the iPhone offers 0 options, while the Android and Samsung phones offer so much more, and that's why some people prefer the Android over the iPhone. Doesn't mean iPhone is going out of business, doesn't mean Apple is going out of business. Obviously, millions and millions of people prefer the iPhone, but I just wanted to highlight these things, especially for people out there that are not aware of the capabilities of each smartphone, and maybe a feature they're looking for might be over here. If you don't care, you're good on iPhone, nothing to worry about. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you do any questions, comments, or concerns, or additions to this video, drop them down below and let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, alright? Alright, so if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH by clicking that button, and also click that bell icon on the side to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me at SAKITECH online to get the latest updates as well. Alright, have a fantastic day.